Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Sable. So when we last left off, we were pretty much in the bottom corner of the map right now. And we'd done some fun stuff. We'd gone wandering off in the, what was it they called it? The Petrified Desert, the Scorched Desert or something like that. We'd also been over there in the observatory and learned some really interesting things about the world in which we currently inhabit. Not to mention, why do you always do that? Why do you always default and equip that stupid bloody hat? I don't want that one. I want the basic one, thank you. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. But yes, we'd gone to like the an observatory, or the watch, that's what it was called. And we saw that the solar system we're in has some mysteries. It's a very strange place, and like the planet we're on seems to have like a shield. They refer to it as the perpetual. Okay, fine, whatever. And like there's also a giant pyramid in space for some reason, and the planets look kind of weird, and I don't know. I feel like there's something going on there, but I also get the vague feeling we're probably not going to find out what the fuck it is, because it's that kind of game. So, for now, we just essentially need to continue our explorations. We need to wander, go and find stuff, and see where we get to, basically. Ooh, hold that thought. Blink. Okay, so we need to go south? That way. Alright. I don't know if that's a place I can climb up to. Maybe. Ah, in fact, that is the place I need to climb up to. Fair enough. Well, I mean, I do have a lot of ability to climb right now, but I don't know exactly if I'm going to be able to get up that high. I mean, maybe. It's pretty damn big, and I don't think my stamina meter is going to go that long. I'm wondering if maybe I can climb up one of those things. Get a higher starting point from there. Yep, okay. Never mind. Let's try something else. Should be able to climb up here, alright? Don't know if I'll make this one, because that's a pretty big lip. Worth a try. Ah, no, it's gonna be close, but not quite. Maybe I can... Ah, if I can get over to here. Might work. Maybe. Don't know. We're just gonna have to try and see what happens. Close enough. Ooh. Yes, there's that thing that people can't work out whether it's natural or not. I'll have to have a look at that soon. I don't know if this is actually going to help. I mean, it might. Oh, it's definitely going to get me close. I'll be only about halfway up. I should have enough, in theory. Oh, oh. Oh, just made it. Oasis Dragonfly. And there's another chum. Figures there had to be one up here somewhere. Ooh, I need 3 more before I can drop it off and get another stamina upgrade. That's good. I want that. Come on, get your butt down there. You can't grab things when they're in midair, unfortunately. You literally got to wait for it to... Gotcha. Drop down. So what is this? Sounds like I can hear something. Huh. I don't know. That's weird. Bit of a mystery. This place doesn't seem to have like a name. There's no like actual location here. It's just a place. I only marked it off because it looked kind of interesting. Curious. Well then, where is my bike? So let's go and look at the worm, or whatever it's called. Which I thought was the thing up north, but it turns out, no, it's actually down here. Oh well. The worm. I'm assuming we can climb this thing? Alright, up we go. I mean, I'm assuming at the very least I'll get a chum at the top of this. But I guess we'll see. Oh, there's also like a box there. That's cool. It's kind of weird. They talk about seeing the perpetual, but I'm not sure what that is, because it's not the clouds, unless it's supposed to be the fact that everything looks red, but I think that's more of the style of the area more than, you know, anything else. Cuts there. Fly away, birds. Right. Yep. I am not even remotely shocked at the fact that there's a chum up there. Honestly, if there hadn't been, I'd probably have been disappointed. But by God, don't we get a good view from up here? So there's the next downed ship. It's fine. What else have we got? Actually, no, that's about it in terms of interesting stuff. A lot of bones in this area, apparently. I'm wondering if we're going to have to run across those just to get in there. Which seems likely. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so we did find a chum at least. No answers as to whether this thing's real or not. Hooray! I pick up the worn and weathered pages left in the small encampment. Not something I expected to find up here, and far too tempting to ignore. Here I am. You told me to look to Pyrusta when I had lost it all, and here I am with nothing and no one, alone at the end of all my failures. I will sit and think for a while. Perhaps something will come to me. Otherwise, I look to fall. Anna, I know you won't want to hear me, but I have to tell you. Pyrusta spoke to me, and in a voice like rolling thunder and late evening shivers, she shook my bones and told me there is more to this than I know, and that I must look inside the statue. I've no way inside, but I will find one. Where I am bidden to go by Pyrusta, whim, there will I walk in her great shadow. Hmm. Funny. Weird. I wonder if... I wonder if there is actually, like, a way to do something. I don't know. Can't interact with any of the boxes. Nah, I guess I can't do anything with that. Huh, how curious. Well, I don't know. At this point, no clue. Come here, you. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's like set up and no payoff. That's just kind of how the game works a lot of the time. Huh. Brunswick. Something of Brunswick. Like an E-N-T-R-P? Terp? F-E? Curious. That's certainly an interesting thing. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That's atomic disposal. Oh, it could be center? Center of Brunswick? Possibly. No, center of Brunswick. There we go. Oh, is that where they get their names from? It's literally the names of the ship. I probably should have worked that out by now. Apparently it never occurred to me. Because I'm an idiot. Fun, fun, fun. Right. There we go. Now it'll take me up to 80. And we can go turn it in for more stamina. So hang on, what were the other... So that's Center of Brunswick. We had Rowley's Way. Kimball's Cube? Oh yeah, that was one you had to climb. It wasn't quite the same one. Yeah, you had the Dunboyne. So they were all the names of things. I honestly never noticed that before. Apparently I'm stupid. Alright. So we got a few places dotted around. So we need to turn that on. Alright, so I'm guessing... Close enough. What do you two do? Huh. Nailed it. Alright, so that's how you get up to that. But how do you get up to that one? I wonder. Do we just need to leave this one on? Yeah, that's why it moves so slowly. I did wonder that. Actually, I didn't need to run all the way over here, did I? Yep, that works. Ahoy! Hello, you! Tell me more of the story. Saren. You have unread messages. I found myself tapping my foot in anticipation as I start up the workstation. Long-range communications are still disrupted by the Perpetual. Officer Ellis wishes to return her attention to shielding the reactors from interference. Permission? Granted. Saren, I want you to stick with the comms array. See if you can't squeeze something out without it being bounced back. Yes, Captain. Well, we might as well get the terraformers up and running then, right? Deacon, if you don't shut up about the terraformers... He lets it hang in the air, but goes on before he can finish what I can only assume would be a very pointed threat. If you hadn't been running your mouth, we'd still be in orbit negotiating a landing with this godforsaken planet. We can't even breathe the air out there, and all the more reason to start the terraforming now. What is your point, Captain? Deacon, listen to me. We can't. That landing was hell on those things. Their rad shielding is beyond repair right now. If we run these things, they will pump radiation into the atmosphere for 100 years. That's Earth years. It's not an option for us, Deacon. Maybe we don't do it for us. The recording goes silent. No unread messages. Right. So this place has a sort of a shield called the Perpetual, which stops any external communication. So the people on this planet are effectively sealed here. That makes sense based on what I've seen so far. does make me wonder if that giant pyramid was some kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, like a dumping site, like a waste processing plant that's just here in this otherwise uninhabited region of the universe, I guess. Don't know. Anyway, before we continue, I do want to go to the chum lair, because I have 80 chums, or, you know, I have another 20, and I could do with dropping them off. I greet the Queen Chum. The Queen asks if I have eggs for her. I do. My egg bringer. My children, they dance with excitement at the treasures you bring. More friends to dance and play. I have to admit, collecting chums has been a more satisfying task than I initially thought. I hand over the next batch of eggs with excitement. Now, I think to myself, I'll be having one of those precious tears, please. Now, child, a little patience. I keep forgetting she's psychic. Nice. Lovely. The warmth of the chum's tear pulses inside my chest and spreads through my limbs. Another 20, please? I promise that's the last batch. Of course it is, because there's always 100 in games like these. It's a nice round number. But hey, okay, so that's fine. Now, I don't think there's too much else in this place that we want to look at. But I'll have a quick mooch around that skeleton graveyard. There might be a chum or two around there. Probably not, but there might be. Besides, we want to head in that sort of vague direction for the sake of going to the last area now. Don't see any wiggly chums. Just an awful lot of dead bones. Hello. So yeah, I think I'm starting to put together the pieces of the puzzle here in terms of the backstory of this game. Figured there'd be one around here somewhere. So I don't know exactly roughly where it's going to be, but if I just put a marker there, that'll at least point me in the vague right direction if I get turned around. I guess we'll see what the last area looks like. Because at this point, I have no fucking clue. Ooh. Looks kind of blue. Yep, blue. No? That looked like something I could harvest. Apparently it wasn't. That's a lot. Oh. I thought that was like a town or something. But nope, it's just smoke. Need to find the cartographer. Bound to be kicking about somewhere. Somewhere up high, as always, but still. Nope, you're not gonna let me go up there, are you? Woo! I don't see the cartographer anywhere. I do see a town to the north. Or at least a small plume of smoke. Whoa. That's, what the fuck is that? It's a great question. Where am I right now? Oh, I'm quite far south, so yeah, the cartographer could be anywhere at this point. So what's this then? Still, at the very least, climbing up should give me a good view of the area. So hopefully we can spot the actual cartographer's location from here. Oh, wait, are you... Okay, hi guys. Why are you so big? Anything you can tell me about the camp? Just needs to answer my question. The silence is intense and uncomfortable. Came here years ago. Plateau. It calls to be studied. The voice is slow but deliberate and thoughtful. Ooh, lightning crystal. Different growing material. This is essential gear for crystal farmers, with plenty of storage for harvested crystals. Well, might as well buy that stuff, why not? First sight, the crystal farmers are so striking that I nearly gasp. Their height is immense, and they move with such calm that I cannot help but ascribe some higher knowledge to them, or see the wisdom of age in the curves of their backs. But then I remind myself, my reading is informed by the markers I see among my own people, the shorthands of a culture, and these farmers are in no way beholden to my interpretation. I wonder what they make of me. Greetings. Greetings, Glider. I am called Tothta, and you are? I expect his voice to emerge as a rasp, but instead it spills like silk from behind his crystalline mask. There is a purity to the sound of him. Every word reaches me as cleanly as a whisper in the ear. I speak slightly louder than normal to ensure I am heard up there. I tell him my name is Sable. How may I help you, Sable? Never met a crystal farmer before. Tell Tothta that he's the first crystal farmer I've ever met. I add that I hope it isn't rude of me to mention. He shifts his weight, and the crystals on his back move lazily with him. Oh, we must look very odd to you. A little. I admit it does look a little odd to me, but add that isn't a bad thing. I ask him if I look odd to him. You don't, which is partially because I have met others like you, but also because we are the different ones. I offer that we are both different, and somehow I swear he smiles. I'm not sure that's something we decide. Anything else I can do for you? What is this place? Tothta rises one of his walking sticks and points skyward at the gesture of the crystal plateau. Yep, up there apparently. Leaning at an angle that speaks to some immense strength. We built it. It was made to draw lightning storms away from the rest of Hakoa and concentrate them on this peak. As it happens, the side effect of that concentration was the formation of lightning crystals, charged with electricity. It makes a circle in the air. Isn't it a wonder? We turned a bane into a boon, and a boon into a culture. All the chemicals and coincidences that conspired to create the crystal farmers. I nod in agreement, and suddenly this place I thought a factory feels more like a place of worship. What are the big robots? Those are the reasons my shoulders are complaining and my knees are grinding to dust. They used to harvest our lightning crystals, but now we must do it ourselves, and it is not easy work. I ask what happened. They stopped, all at once. One day, after a storm that seemed otherwise entirely normal, they all simply stopped. Some fell over, others stayed up, but none of them have ever moved again. In sympathy, I say that must have felt like a terrible omen. He shakes his head, and it's the quickest I've seen him move. Oh, nothing like that, no. There is some explanation in the mechanics or the chemistry, even if we don't know it, and in that at least we take great comfort. I nod, and I think in some way I understand him better. Okay. Anybody else willing to speak? Can I climb up the crystals? I can. Cool. I'm only going to climb them. I can see through them, apparently. Now... I can just about see... yeah, there it is. So we know that's a downed ship. I don't see the cartographer anywhere. Appears to be a ring over there. I'm not sure if it's... but there's one sort of vaguely in that area. Can't see the cartographer anywhere. I was going to say one of those ones I put down manually, and I don't remember which one it was. I think, yeah, it was the one I deleted. Okay, that's fine. I don't see the map guy anywhere. I don't know if this is a good idea or a stupid idea, but... Right. Anything at all? I'm wondering if this is a mistake, but screw it, I'm going up now, so... Oh, this is one of the robots. These are big robots. Interesting. I'm probably going to get my arse zapped. There's the official Crystal Plateau. I know you can harvest lightning crystals because I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for it, but the mechanics of which I have no clue. I wonder if it's something to do with that. Yoink. Yes, that is how you harvest the lightning crystal. Okay. I think I see how that goes. So yeah, these pillars like appear when the thing gets struck by lightning, and then you just climb up and down the damn thing. I wonder how much they're worth. Oh, it doesn't say here. You gotta actually find someone to sell to. Come on, regrow. There it is. I don't think you can climb on top of these things. I could be wrong, but I don't think you can. There's a chum egg up there. Well, okay. Still, that's, it would seem, how you harvest the lightning crystals. You just wait for the thing to, like, grow them, I guess. Simple enough. Don't particularly know why that needed an achievement, but it did, so there you have it. I definitely think we've got to climb the statue rather than trying to climb the pillar. Because the statue, we can climb relatively easily. The pillar, not so much. Let's see how we get on. Hey, there it is. Are there any more before I do something else? Nope, just the one. At least just the one I can see. Okay. Still can't see. He must be like way further north. What is that over there? I wish you had binoculars. Oh, I think that's just a plant. Okay, well. We've got a few lightning crystals. Might come in handy for something later. We found a couple of things though. We've got the next ring raceway thing, which I think is the last one because we're in the last area, so you know, should be the last one. And we've got, yeah, there's the rings over there. That's the downed ship over there. Speaking of ships, where the hell is mine? There it is. Woo! Maybe we'll get lucky and we will see somewhere the cartographer's place. Maybe. Hello. Okay, well, let's follow the trail as per normal. One. Two. Three. And I found the cartographer's place, I think. But I don't think it's just a cartographer's place. I think it is all the cartographer's place. That place looks like it's just... yeah. Chunks. Should be the last one, I think. Alright, and now we know where the cartographer's place is. Yee. Cartography. Although, exactly how we get up there, I'm not 100% sure. I would assume that we climb up the nearby mountain. very weird that it's like, I don't know, a flying temple of some kind? Ooh, hello. Nice. 100 cuts. No arguments from me. I'm gonna check all of this floor before I move up to the next one. Because if they hide a crate of cuts, well, maybe there's more than one. Okay. Let's keep going up. There's another one. Like each floor has a chest. Ooh, with 100 cuts apiece. I am absolutely fine with that. I need all the money I can get. Shit in this game is expensive. Especially car parts. They're bloody pricey. Cartographer's balloon. Alright, well, we will say hello and buy your maps and gosh only knows what else when we get back from the break. But we're getting on well. At least we found the map guide. That's like the most important thing when you're in a new area. So, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, so I'm just looking at these things. Oh yeah, I need a mask to do that, don't I? I forgot about that. Someone wants my greeting with a grunt, and I assume some practiced eye rolling. All the way up here just to bother me, hmm? Did you ever think there's maybe a reason I'm up here with all these bones? I tell him I hope it's that he's a cartographer. He snorts, but waves me on. Alright, let's get the map. And the last token, because why not? So how much are... Ooh, they're worth 100. Also, I've got a lot of these. They're worth 100, but I've only got 3, so that's kind of annoying. Any points of interest? Seems eager to be rid of me. Depends what you find interesting. A couple of fools started putting in time at the old settlement up on the Eries. You'll have to climb, but seems you don't have much trouble with that, whether invited or not. There's a wrecked ship hanging off of a cliff face there. If you're brave or stupid enough to try to scavenge it. Oh, and the Bridge of the Betrayed is around here too. It's quite safe, in spite of its name. Ah. Hooray, there we go. I thought the Bridge of the Betrayed was here. Alright, so we got that. That's clearly a thing. That's clearly a thing. That might be a thing. And that's... yeah, we've already been there. And maybe that's a thing? Question mark. We've got a few places to check. Alright, so where are we gonna go first? Because we got a lot of places to look. Well, I suppose we're pointing in that direction, so let's go see that one. Ooh, find me. Ooh. Fancy. What on earth? No, I've seen this before. Ooh, also there's a chum up there. There we go. Chummy chum chum. Pop. Anything else while I'm up here? I don't really know what this place is. Unless this is supposed to be the Eyrie. I don't know where this is going, but I'm assuming... oh, it's going towards the chum. Well, you know what? That makes it worth it in and of itself. You know, short of finding a map, I probably won't be finding all of these. Here's the thing, I could go out of my way, I could get a map. That's a big fucking beetle. Am I supposed to be doing that? It kind of goes to eat it and then... Oh, hello. Ooh. Slicer beetle poo. I got an achievement for that called Squeeze One Out. Good! Well, that's that is certainly a thing. I don't know why I need that, but maybe it's something I can sell for a bit of cash. I don't know why anybody would want it, but I'm assuming in a world like this we all have our reasons. Well, I guess that's a thing. Okay, so that's that. I guess we'll check that one next. Oh, is that? Hang on, that might be. Yeah, I think that's gonna. Yeah, okay, I know what that's gonna be. That's gonna be the thing I go to once I've done all the rings. Oh, actually, I could turn that in. Tell you what, we'll do the last arc ship. Maybe those aren't arc ships. Maybe they're terraformers, or maybe they're both. Like, you know, they could be terraformers that have people inside them. Would make sense to combine two into one. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, well, we've ended up in the tube. I wasn't planning to be in the tube, but we're in there now, so... Oh, nothing in that one. Sometimes they hide eggs in there. Oh, like that one, for instance. Well, I mean, it only leaves me with, what, like 14 at this point? Probably get all those. Right. Again, I probably won't do it on stream. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. Because I was originally thinking, oh, maybe I'll give this 2 more sessions, but I don't know, maybe I will only be able to do 1. Just, you know, today will be the last day. I don't know, because I don't know how much more of the game there is. If we get all the way up to like 90 chums, then yeah, maybe I will just grab a map online and look. We've only got 3 left. I need to hit 90 anyway. Shadow of Nieve. Nieve? Knife. No, it's probably not knife. I dropped down there, I can't get back up so easily. Let me just... Oh, there's a chum egg up there. Fuck am I supposed to get to that one? You think I can climb on the outside of this thing? Because it's metal, isn't it? Nope, yeah. Can't climb on metal, it's too smooth. Okay, well there must be a way to get up there somehow. Could be climb that rock and float down, maybe? I can see that being a possibility. Okay, so we have you. That didn't go as far as I would like, but okay. You'll do. Woohoo! Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we've got a lot of very weird random things sort of happening. It feels... Oh, actually, that could be how I get to the thing. Okay, so I think I know how to get into there, at least in theory. Looks like... Because it kind of looks like there's only 3... Okay, so we need you and you active in order to drop a core down to there. We've only got 1, 2, 3 cores in total though, and I don't know how to get that one off from down in that pit. Catch me if I... Oh no, that worked. Never considered that you could just leave those halfway done. But you can, and that's a cool thing. It's a neat feature. Woohoo! Dunk. Did you Got it. I think I just got unlucky on that. So this gets me through the door. Like, that's fine. That I get. Because obviously that's going to open up the door, and we do want to go through the door, but not immediately, because that's always like the last thing you want to do. That turns on that, so I'm thinking let's leave. Yeah, hold that door. Let's leave it like that. We got to go around. Just missed it. Whee! Nice. And so this will be, yep, this takes us up to the top, and that is how you get to the chum on the wing. See? Everything is explained. I am somewhat curious actually why I'm here. No, okay. It's worth a look, but apparently not. Not really. Good. Just wanted to make absolutely sure it sort of hadn't reset itself just because I'd wandered off a tiny bit. Alright, take you out of there, plop you into here, and that will be all 6. Hello, Sabin. Anything in the area for me to collect? There's usually something. That's it? Just the one? I should head back to the scrapper, drop all that stuff off. Say hello to Saren. Sable, your security clearance has been updated. Please proceed to the whale to authenticate. You have unread messages. Yeah, so you got that when you did 3 of them. I've done another 3. So hopefully that's like... It would allow me access to... Was it bike parts? I think it was bike parts. Recording 6. The text on screen remains a mystery, but this time I barely look at it. If it's lost to me, then so be it. I want to hear more. This time, Captain Singh sounds different. Older? Up and running for 15 local years. I think that's about 20 in Earth time. Radiation levels are approaching critical and only rising. Between that and the lack of breathable air, even our children's children will need protective gear to do so much as walk between ships. Deacon finally gave up the ghost last week. Age, nothing more. Just time. We've been lucky that way, I think. Guy never gave up on a corporate rescue mission, I'll give him that. It's stupid. Even if they were floating around up there, they'd have no way of getting down here. At least as far as we know. That stuff in the atmosphere... Who knows? Singh pauses for a moment and sighs to himself. Saren, I'll be shutting down your primary functions in order to preserve power. You'll be booted up once every few years to try and send some long-range comms, but that's a job I leave to future generations. But this way you'll have enough power to sustain yourself for a few hundred spins around the star. Hell, maybe more if anybody can figure you out. There's a break, and I think it's over, but I'm sorry things ended up this way. I had hoped better for us to be stranded on a planet that wants to kill us, but won't let us leave. Maybe you'll be able to make sense of all this one day. But if anyone asks, in whatever century, tell them I tried my best. Now, I need to go take care of my people. For what it's worth, sir, I quite like the masks. Singh laughs, and it's sad, but sweet. Thank you, Saren. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. The recording shuts off abruptly, leaving me wondering. I take a minute or two to collect my thoughts, and then I say goodbye too. No unread messages. Okay, so story's more or less what I expected it to be. A colony ship that needed to, like, vent its engines was near this planet when it was doing it. Unfortunately, this planet is surrounded by something referred to as the Perpetual, some kind of shield or, you know, like some sort of interference bubble. that prevents pretty much any kind of communication from going in or out. They crash landed here, and the atmosphere was not breathable. The only way they could make it breathable was to use the terraformers, but to do that would pollute the atmosphere from, with radiation because of the crash landings. Okay. So the plan was they set the terraformers working, vent out the radiation, and wait. Generation after generation living inside the crashed ships, using masks to move from place to place to place until eventually the masks became a part of their culture. It's like a combination of Trigun and the Quarians from Mass Effect. The Quarians have their suits because their immune system is so weak. Here, they wear the masks as like a relic of when they actually needed them, So, yeah, I can see that. It does actually make sense to me. So, yeah, that's interesting. I can put all those pieces together into there's gaps, but it's a relatively coherent story. It does make you wonder, what the fuck is the Perpetual? Because I know they worship it to a point. They sort of see it as a deity, because this planet's systems have regressed, I suppose. So yeah, it's like a combination of Trigun, Horizon Zero Dawn, and the Quarians from Mass Effect. Sort of. Ooh, what is that? I don't know, but it's big. Was this the Eyrie? This might be the Eyrie. Ooh, Seven Sisters Station. Okay. Oh, it's a town. Expecting that. Oh, is that Elizabeth? It is! Well, look who it is. What are the chances? You look well, friend. Friend. I affect a casual air, and she cannot see me grin as I ask how she found herself here. Well, I plan to go to Hakoa properly, but as much as I have faith in these old bones to hold me, I didn't fancy roaming in the wastes for too long. Shame though, I was hoping to grab a few glowing mushrooms. If you can get past the sulphurous pools, they make for quite a snack. Tell her I had never known them to be edible. I'd seen some among Driss's supplies once, and he told me they were poisonous and never touched them. Oh, they're very much edible. Found that out one very entertaining evening in Ecria. Let's just say there's a case to be made that this is my third gliding, if I count the night I had as my second. She laughs at the memories, and I cheekily reevaluate several things about Driss. You've done enough for me, of course, but if you do happen upon any of those fungi-luminescent little fellows, I'd love a few. They tend to grow in a cave at the sulphur pools far south of here. Ah, that place. Well, we can do that later then, can't we? This is Afri, the innkeeper of the camp. What can I do for you? You got time to help me with something? What do you need? The innkeeper seems almost giddy. I need you to gather some... Would you believe I have some? Some slicer beetle poo. Some what? I lean forward, assuming I've misheard. Slicer beetle poo. You know, food goes in, poo comes out. I tell her I know what poo is. I'm trying to grow more flowers these days, and you know what they say, flower power, beetle poo. Who says that? Lots of people. Slicer beetles are fairly docile, but if you're going to get poo out of them, you need to give them a fright. Jumping on their back usually does the job, but it takes some doing to get them to stand still. I'm sure you'll figure it out. And don't worry, it's not cruel. I think briefly about what I would call it if someone stood on my back and frightened me into defecation. Or, well, it doesn't hurt them. They're made of strong stuff, and they'll get over it. We've all been there, huh? Anyhow, I need 3 pellets of the stuff. There's a nest of them underneath Carib's Hold, southeast of here. So that's where you'll probably want to look. I tell her I'm on the case and say goodbye. I think I've already got it. Got the poo for you. Tell the innkeeper I've got her poo. She's ecstatic. Well done. Thanks so much, Glider. That really is wonderful of you. Did you have fun? Yeah, I did actually. I tell her I enjoyed the task, despite myself, and she seems pleased. I had a feeling you might. Thanks for doing this, Glider. My flowers are grateful. So, on behalf, I'd like to give you this. It's a beetle badge, which I'd say you've earned by virtue of all the poo handling. I'll take it. I offer my thanks and give a wave and go on my way. Excellent. I'm fine with that. I did wonder if that was a thing or if it was just random. How many of those have I got now? 2. So we still need the beetle badge and we still need a climber's badge. I know where I can get the climber's badge. At least I think I know. Delivery out in Hakoa. Brilliant. Last time I agreed to this. Fumes scratching at our eyes. Humidity is unbearable. All this while lugging a heavy bag across this terrain. For Hannah's mask, I wish I had a hoverbike. I do. Uh-huh. Are there any new masks I can get? Don't actually know. Badges? No, okay. No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. I will endeavor to get more badges. Maybe there's something up there. Might be. Crystal butterfly. How lovely. Because I think I'd want to get on that rock that just went round there, but I'd literally have to wait for this thing to rotate. And I'm like, can I be bothered to wait for that to rotate all that way? That's going to take ages. Considering how, like, slowly it was going round. Maybe I should have waited. Or maybe I should have just tried to get on top of there just by itself. I probably could have got high enough. But it was kind of moving away from me at the time, so I didn't exactly think about it. Because I don't think I can make it across to that one. It looks too high. I'd have to wait for... See, that one's still in the same basic position, I think. They're all rotating the same direction, though. That's the problem. Well, that's irritating. Alright. We'll try it another way, shall we? Hey, well, can I just... If I fast travel there, maybe you'll put me in a slightly better position to try this. Okay, now, which one is the lowest and where is it? I think it's that one that's just moving around there. God, I can barely see anything because of this smoke. Also, doesn't help they keep disappearing on me. So I think the one we're looking for... Yeah, because they've all got kind of different layers and levels to everything. Yeah, so it's like I gotta get into that top of the center one by going around all of these external ones by the looks. That's gonna take a long time. And I don't even know if there's anything up there. There probably is. Like, they wouldn't make a climb this complicated. Just, you know, because. But yeah, that's the one I want to jump on. The fact they keep disappearing is annoying. Oh, really? What the hell? Can I actually see what I'm climbing up, please? I might make it. I might have... Well, I would have made it if that hadn't happened. Damn it. Where's the... No, really, where the hell's the cliff? Where's the cliff? Let's try that again. I'm gonna get up this bloody thing. The problem is, like, why is it that when you... Oh, never mind. Like, I went towards it, and it just, like, pushed me halfway down the bloody thing. It's like, what's the point of that? Why does there have to be smoke there? Now I gotta wait again. Had a thought. Damn it, why does the thing not automatically activate itself? You always gotta press the button again. What? See, and that loses me like a full quarter of the... Oh, so close. No, I don't think I can do it that way. I mean, maybe there isn't anything up there. The fact that he keeps punting me off like that, there's probably nothing up there. So let's just leave it be. I'm not going to waste that much time. If it does turn out there is something up there, then I have no fucking clue. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look into that. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But that might be something I do in my own time. Okay, Seven Sisters again. So, yeah, we've looked at that. We've got a couple of quests. So, I think for now, let's go back to the whale. Because we need to deal with Saren and his thing. Where even am I? There's all six. Ahoy! I say hello to Saren. You've recovered data from all 6 ships on this planet. Thank you, Sable. I'm beginning to understand. Saren trails off. An edge of doubt betrayed their otherwise emotionless figure. You now have full clearance, Sable, granting you complete access to the whale facility. The bike in the chamber looks shiny and new despite being ancient. I ask Saren if it's really for me. Yes, Sable, there is nothing stopping me from granting you full access to my facilities. Please, avail yourself of this transport device. I assure Saren that I will use it to come and visit as often as I can. Ah, cool. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ooh. Sweet. Excellent. I'm actually kind of curious now, because I think it was through here. Was it there? No, where was it? There was a room around here somewhere that I went in, and there was like a chest I couldn't open, like it was bugged or something. I wonder if it's available now, but I've like reloaded the game several times since. Might be. I don't remember where it is. I thought it was over this way, but could be wrong. It's like a room full of plants or something. Or was it up? Ah, it may have been up. Can I like kick a ladder down somewhere? I could have sworn I did. Or maybe I did and it didn't, like... Oh no, that's what I did. I knew I'd made some sort of route back up there again in a hurry. Yeah, this is the room. Nope. Oh, hang on. Yep, got it. Success. I know there was only 20 cuts, but still. Alright, so that's one thing that we sort of completed. The another thing was the mysterious shrine, where all these circle gate things need to go. Sweet. You're a lifesaver, Sable. That's all the inscriptions. The first two suggest they might be instructions to build something, I think. But the third part seems to be where all the good stuff is. That's what they mean by the good stuff. The why and what of it all. Why are we building this, and what are we building? I suspect that this is a bit of a treasure hunt, and you're meant to make your own prize. In which case part of this game is solving the third clue. So I think your work is done for now, and mine begins. Give me a few days, Sable. I reckon I will crack this soon. I tell Fur I'm keen to see what she comes up with. We say goodbye for now. Great. A few days, huh? Well, that's one way to do things. Okay, so that's all of that. What else have we got? Still need to do that one, and I still need to do you, don't I? So in terms of badges, we still need one climbing badge and a beetle badge. I don't know if there are any other badges. But we still got one more area to check down here. Trying to work out like what the best place to get to that would be. I guess you and then go across or something. Or it's you and go down. Seems to be a thing. All right. Looks like that's what we're aiming for. Ooh. I don't know if that stuff is dangerous. It sort of looks like lava, but also kind of doesn't. I'm not sure. Because we're here for mushrooms. Or that's what I was led to believe. I haven't seen any. Sulfur. Oh, so it's sulfur. So it sort of is lava. Apparently there's a cave around here. I haven't seen one. Well, there's chum down there, so that's a good start. That's something. Oh, and there's one up here too. Well, there's 90. So where's this apparent cave I'm looking for? I was specifically told cave. Maybe we just circle around, we'll find it. I wish this thing had a boost button. It does not. I have no idea where this apparent cave is supposed to be. Not one clue. Well, that's a thing. Well, then, I guess... I don't know. But it has gone 5. In fact, it went 5 a few minutes ago. So we will see what we can discover. I'm kind of curious, actually, like... Tell me to go in there. Can I, like, actually... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay. So, I was thinking about what I might have to do this, and, well, I'm just going to test the theory. Yep, okay. I was like, this is either going to kill me, which it would be a surprise if it did, because there hasn't actually been anything in this game that can, you know, kill me. So I'm thinking, like, there must be a hidden cave behind the waterfall. I don't necessarily know if it's this waterfall. Because I'm thinking not. But one of these caves will have... One of these waterfalls will have a cave behind it. As I say, don't know which. Probably the one at the top. It's either going to be the one at the top or it's the one at the bottom. I'm also thinking about, like, how much more of this game there is left. Because I've got 2 quests that I can, like, finish. And after that, I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how much more of the game there is left, aside from just running around and, you know, collecting all the chums, the sort of 10 or whatever it is I've got left. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to keep going for another episode. It's not that I'm not, like, not having fun or anything like that. I actually really like this game. It's just I'm not sure how entertaining I can be when all I'm doing is just running around collecting, well, collectibles. You know? I'm wondering, should I just draw a line under the game and bring it to an end? Even if I, you know, haven't 100%ed it, as I said, I did say I might 100% it. I didn't say I would. So I was thinking about that during the break, because here's the thing, I don't know how many masks there are in the game, like in total. Literally no idea. Okay, well that's annoying. You know, maybe I've got them all, maybe I haven't got them all. I really don't know. Oh, hurry up and regenerate. Aha. Now, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Whoa. Glowworm cave. Hello, little chum. So I'm wondering if I should just like draw a line under the game and say, okay, it's good enough. Because it's the kind of game it is. Like, I could keep thinking and finding ways to extend how much I play this game, but I'm like, is it going to be fun? Is it going to be entertaining at all? Is it going to be, you know, interesting for you guys? I don't know. So I'm like, I'm a little torn at the moment. I'm wondering if... well, you're supposed to be spewing... Why are you guys not spitting smoke? Wondering if, like, if you smoke... Yes, that is exactly what you're supposed to do. Cool. Okay. I see. I also have no idea how much these are worth. So yeah, you just have to sort of smoke them out. It's kind of like bees. couple, I guess. How many have I got? 34. Well, we know where they are if I need more cash in a hurry. And I got the mushrooms. That's what's really important. In fact... And I returned as if it is sharpening a knife with a carved hilt and humming a tune that seemed at once new and familiar. The sound of her voice is calming then, but it booms a welcome. She returns, triumphant, I bet. I confirm as much with a handful of mushrooms, and she raises them to her face to smell. As she inhales, I look at the worn edge of her mask. The sun-bleached brow, the wear and tear of age, the scuffs befitting a veteran guard. I remember that before all this, she has seen combat, danger, adventure. There is a deep and crooked line along the cheek, where she must have put it back together after a break, and I wonder at what or who did the damage. I bet they thought they had won, that she was beaten, until they saw Elizabeth's grin laid bare, bloody and perilous. She tucks the mushrooms away and draws out a third badge. One more token of my friendship. And a little boost, too, should you ever decide to become a guard like me. I think I might like that. Oh, really? Well, how interesting. You haven't mentioned that all this time. For what it's worth, I think you'd be good at it. You've a keen eye, a helpful demeanor, and enough patience to listen to an old bird squawk away for ages. The rest you can learn, and I'd be happy to teach you. I thank her, and tell her that I will think on it. Don't think too hard. I know it feels like whatever you choose is yours forever, but it's one of many choices you're going to make, and honestly not even the biggest. This gliding you're on, it's only your first. There's plenty more life to live. I ask where she'd be headed to next. She laughs. Into these mushrooms first, and then, who knows, wherever I move to go. But I'm sure I'll see you there. I bow to Elizabeth and say goodbye for now. Alright, so that nets me, I'm assuming, a fourth one. Yeah, that was 4 guard badges. So yeah, we've got I need a third beetle badge, but I don't know where to get one. And we need a climbing badge, and we do have that one. Need to scare Pink Neck away from its nest to seal. Dylan says the bird is afraid of shiny masks. I don't know which one of these in particular it might be scared of, but I guess I could try them. Seeing as we've got it to polish off. Is there not even a... Huh. There's even a fast travel point there. That's surprising. I guess we'll just go to the cartographer's balloon and go from there. At least climbing up this should be easier now, because, you know, I can do the climbing. Climbing is easier now. I have like so much more stamina. So, yes. But once I'm done with this, I really don't know what else there is to do. I don't know where to go to find another quest for beetle mask thing. Like, literally no ideas. I don't know what kind of mask would work. Also gotta remember how the bloody hell I got up here. Because I don't, at least not originally. It was like 2 weeks ago now. Because it was on the second session I did this, wasn't it? It was actually about a week and a half ago. But still, it was a long time back. And I've forgotten. Leave me alone. Yeah, so the geysers are really there for people who can't climb that high yet. I mean, I was grateful for them originally, although they were kind of annoying. The fact that I can now just get around without them is, it's much better, I'd say. I do remember going through here. Fine, I'll do it my way then, shall I? Okay. And I can climb high, but even I have my limits. Okay, shiny mask. Which one of these? Try that one, I guess. Might scare it away. Because that's the thing I'm trying to scare. Actually, oh, not quite done yet. Okay, that one doesn't seem to work. This one? That worked. Made it. Try not to look too tired as I hand the eggs over to Dylan, who seems positively delighted. Would you look at that? I hate to admit it, but you might be a better climber than me. At least a better bird scarer. Birds tremble before me. I suppose I should get back to Zebby. But before I do, you deserve this. That's like no climb I've ever seen. Certainly not by an amateur. Yay! See you around, Glider, and thanks. I say goodbye to Dylan. Okay. We got that. The only other one is this. And I don't know if he's had enough time. I'll go back and talk to him, maybe. Here's the thing. It is a thing of, like, I am curious what this is, and I would like to show it on the stream, but if it's just a case of literally waiting in-game time, there's no way to speed that up. Time passes as it passes, and that's about it. Hello. Worked anything out yet? Still working on this. Come back soon. Tits. Okay, then. So, yeah, this is the thing. It's like, I don't know what else to do now. I mean, here's the thing. It's entirely possible maybe I've missed some quests. Maybe I've missed some tokens somewhere. Maybe there are some things I haven't done. But I don't know, is my point. And that's the problem. It's like, part of me wants to keep going, but part of me is like, well, is there enough left in the game to justify another 3 hours? I don't know. I also don't know how long the actual ending set is going to be. I imagine it's not going to be desperately long, but still. It could be. Show my climbing badges to the mask caster. Here we go again. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that one on. There's another mask. The climber mask. So what masks have I actually got now? With the whale ship mask, fine. Cartographer's mask, child's mask, climbing mask, mechanist's mask, guard's mask, standard mask, scrapper's mask, shade mask. The only other one I think I can get would be the beetle badge. Well, the beetle mask then, presumably. But I don't know who to talk to get that. Nice. Okay. So if I had to pick what I would end with based on the masks I've currently got, I would probably go guard's mask, honestly. Either guard or mechanist. Like of the ones, that seems the most like fun and entertaining. Like, you know, mechanists, they get to play around with the hover gliders and all that stuff. Guards, at least, you know, they help to keep the peace. They, you know, stand up for what needs to be done, that kind of stuff. Both of them seem like good lives. I could go mechanist. I guess let's go back. Let's you know what? I got 25 minutes. That should be enough to end it, I'm assuming. I also hope that this game lets you roll back if you do complete the game, because I don't really want to have to go through all this again. The Ibex camp draws closer. The imagined threshold between home and gliding is palpable. It reminds me of coming in from a sandstorm, so fierce that the grains are whipped through the air and through your clothes. You peel off the layers of sand-beaten fabric and marvel at the dust on your skin, the bits that manage to get through despite every precaution. And though you feel so grateful to be home, and so comforted by the safety of the indoors, you can't help but smile, nostalgic as you wash the sand away. What an adventure you've had, and it was only for you. Am I ready to choose my mask now? There's no going back if I do. It really is a case of I don't know what else I've got left to do. As I say, I could look up a guide, I could find all the quests I'm missing, I could go hunting for, you know, chums and miscellaneous things here, there. I could collect up all the machine parts and the, you know, this, that, and the other. I could do all of that, but I feel like that's not in the spirit of the game. The spirit of the game was going out into the world, discovering it on your own, and then coming back when you were ready. And yeah, I think I'm going to call it here. So yeah, considering I only thought this game was only going to last about 3 streams, and this is the 5th one I've done for it, I think we've gotten on all right with it. And this is a good, fun, enjoyable game. And here's the thing: finishing this now, I am totally going to be playing more of this in my own time. So I think I'm ready. But am I really ready? Definitely ready. Yep. Enough doubt. I know what I want, and it's time to make my choice. Yep, I'm going to be a machinist. I think that seems fun. Is that just going to be it? Is it not a case of... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, that felt very, like, last choice thing there, but no, okay, fair enough. Alright, well, let's talk to the people. Hey, Sable! Strange how children change so much over a short period. Ilaria has grown, but she'll always be a child to me. You've grown. Ilaria subconsciously stands a little taller and prouder as I say those words. I can't help but smile, remembering all the times adults would say, "Oh, how you've grown to me as a child." Well, you've not grown at all. I haven't just grown, I've climbed way higher now. Zeki hates it. It's great. Not all growth is external. Feels like a hollow defensive statement, but it's also true. Ilaria doesn't look convinced. Thamia will leave for her gliding soon, but at least you'll be back now. I don't have the heart to tell her I might not stay with the Ibexy. There's still time to decide, so I hold back. Did a lot of climbing out there. Oh, how high did you go? Did you touch a cloud? If I had a gliding stone, I would definitely touch a cloud. I revealed that I got the climbing mask. Ilaria seems to vibrate with excitement and jealousy. Can't believe it. You have to choose it. You will choose it, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? That would just be silly. I don't think I'll get a word in here, so I just let Ilaria effusively speak at me for a while, enjoying her passion for something so particular. Being a climber is a pretty solitary existence for the most part, mostly foraging for things that grow in the higher climbs, fixing or salvaging from ships in high places. But the sights you see, the places you get to go, it'll be like a continual gliding at times. Will I be comfortable on those heights without the gliding stone? So I guess we get to speak to everybody, huh? My child, welcome home. Have you been taking care of yourself? You look rather bony. Are you well? Zeki fusses over me. She would always look for reasons to care for us. That's no good at all. Not at all. I'll have to fix you up with some Jadi's lamb stew. I'm involuntarily salivating at the thought. It's good to be back. Where have you been? Well, after you left, we headed to some older Ibexi campsites, places we used before you were born. Going back, it was beautiful. The land flourishes when you leave it for so long. Each place transformed with life and abundant with things to forage since we were last there. Once we leave the Ewer, we will not be coming back for a long time. It needs time to recover from nourishing us. Fair enough. Welcome back. I don't remember the last time I heard Umar speak. Maybe to yell a warning, but never to converse. It takes me a moment to think of something to reply. How have you been? Umar shrugs silently. I think that's all I'm going to get from him on that. Did you miss me? He emits a low grunt and what sounds like a chuckle. I think that means he missed me. Being back with the Ibexi is more comfortable than I expected. I think I thought the gliding would change every part of me, and that I would become different. Perhaps more mature or more jaded, or at least able to grasp more of Driss's jokes or Hilal's poetry. The actual change is more subtle, and it's that somehow, despite spending so much time discovering the world beyond, I've never felt more like a part of this clan. And it isn't about being Ibexi, or which mask I ultimately choose. It's simply that I no longer feel so behind everyone, or like they know some grown-up secret I yearn to understand. I feel embraced, wholly as the person I am. Sable. So, now we've heard your stories, or at least the ones you're happy to tell. That means it's nearly time now. Jadi sighs contented. I suspect that she was more concerned with my experience of the gliding than the grand choice at its end. For that, I'm grateful. Are you ready to choose? Am I? Maybe I should choose the Ipex mask? Maybe I should choose the Ibex mask. Tell Jody that after everything I'm thinking of choosing the Ibex mask and staying with the clan. You'd be welcome to stay with us. I know there's a lot of pressure to choose something else. So much that it sometimes feels boring to choose the very mask you started with. But all of us were gliders once, and certainly not all of us were Ibexi when we started. We were all those who walk in hoof steps and seek out our freedom in the desert. We know the movements, the flow of the migration, the joy of changing skies and shifting sands. We embrace difference and celebrate connection all at once. I'm proud to be Ibexi. And you may be too. I thank Jadi for putting it so nicely. She leans in for a whisper. And if you want, you can still come to visit. I won't tell. It is weird. I do wonder if maybe Ibexi isn't so much a clan as I sort of originally assumed, but maybe Ibexi is just like this world's version of Nomad. That they are just ones who wander. Which would make a certain kind of sense. Let's speak to someone else for now. Come back when you're ready. How many people we got left? 3. We got time for that? I think we got time for that. I didn't think you could end with your Ibexi mask. That's an option. Oh, wrong button. I greet Cizo. How do you do, clan child? Talk about Simone. How was your companion? Smooth glide. Glad to hear it. That's not entirely true. Simoon is accompanied and taken care of generations of Ibexi. Jadi herself rode Simoon out there in the Red Sea on her gliding. What will happen to her now? Well, it's almost time for Saima's gliding. Simoon will likely accompany her across the dunes. I feel a pang of melancholy as I think about losing Simoon. Had to happen one day. Nobody truly owns a bike in the Ibexi, but it's merely accompanied by one. I'm grateful to have at least had that blessing. Met a lot of your mechanist friends. Tell Sisu I meet a lot of her friends on my travels. I know this, and I hope they were good to you, and to Simoon. I tell her they were, and she seems like to take a bit of pride in that, which is rare to see in Sisu. Some really great mechanists out there. I like them a lot. Okay. What else we got? I don't want to waste too much time on this. I've only got a quarter of an hour left. So, you came back. Saima crosses her arms. A challenge. Tell Saima I had to come back because when I left, some minuscule little beetle hunting, part stealing menace threw a fit about it and couldn't stop crying because she missed me so much. She nods. Yeah, Jadi took it very hard. I can't help it. I laugh, and I think in doing so I let her win. I tell her I missed her. I missed you too, Sable. I'm happy you came back. Though I can practically see the pout beneath the mask, I'm impressed at how genuine she's able to sound. Even if you don't end up staying long. Gonna cry if I leave again? I don't think so, for two reasons. She counts them on her fingers. One, because it's already happened once, so now I'm used to it. And two, because it's going to be my gliding, which I'm going to stay on forever. So I can just go on my bike and chase you down wherever you go. I tell Saima that she can't stay out on the gliding forever, and that she'll have to choose a mask. Then I'll choose the mask of Bounty Hunter. I say that isn't a real mask. Yes, it is. It's not. She shrugs. I guess she didn't find it. I tell her no, it isn't real, and even if it were real, I would have found it. That's not entirely true, because I could totally have missed masks and just don't know about it. I don't think so. It's really hard to find. That's part of it. To become a hunter, you have to be a hunter. I ready my next response, but choose to hold my tongue lest I lose what maturity I gained on my gliding. Saima makes a broad gesture that I think is meant to emulate the knocking of an arrow in a bow. Good luck, Sable. Hello, Sable. Is there something I want to discuss with Driss? How's the clan been? I asked Driss about how it's been managing the clan when I've been gone. Chaotic as ever, which I think you should be pretty happy about. I asked Driss why he thinks I'd want that for him. Because it means it wasn't you. What wasn't me? I asked Driss what he means. I mean that you left on your gliding and things stayed exactly as chaotic as they've always been, which means I opt not to suggest that Demetrius himself is so scattered that everything always feels chaotic. I really have matured. You're not the problem. How nice for me. Think about choosing the Scrapper's Mask. I'd like to relitigate the Sandcutter incident. What? I asked Driss once and for all if on that fateful day of my gliding he had actually forgotten to help out with my bike, and if the test ride on the Sandcutter was a sly cover-up. Oh, that. He cocks his head. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Tell Driss he knows very well what I'm talking about, but he shakes his head. No idea. Remember the whole bike thing going very smoothly. Plus, you took that Sandcutter out and you didn't even get a little bit on fire. Great stuff. I accept Driss's response. I suppose even the gliding cannot be the answer to all things. Okay. Okay, ready to choose. I won't keep you, Sable. If you know what you want, all I desire is to learn what it is and celebrate it with you. I'm allowed to be excited too, aren't I? She chuckles. When you're ready, proceed to the temple. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, we're getting a cutscene. Oh. I don't think we need to go on the bike for that tiny weeny little distance. Oh, are we saying goodbye? Oh. Yep, no more of that. Oh, well, I guess it ends where it started, back in the temple. I never considered that you could just choose the Ibexi mask and stay with the clan. I might just pick that one. You know, stay with the clan. Be all nice. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of these are fun, like the guards one, the mechanist one. Scrapper's one might be fun, although I feel like maybe not. Scrapper's thing is kind of boring to me. Oh, what happened? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Really? Now? You're dying now? My fucking Xbox controller just died. God damn it. Of all the time to die. Excuse me 1 second. Of all the time for my Sony 360 controller to 360s. It's actually an Xbox One wireless controller, which is why it needs batteries. Of all the time for it to die. Like, really? Okay, I don't know if we get to like pick a mask after the fact or if we have to go in with the mask I'm wearing. I'm going to go with the Ibexi mask. You know what? Screw it. Let's stay with the clan. I didn't know that was an option. I didn't consider that. Of all the time for my fucking controller to die. Oh, there we go. You know, it's weird. Considering this is all supposed to be tech-based, what is this? Like, there is like a spiritual element to this, and I'm not sure I understand what it is, considering everything we've learned of the world. You know? Oh, hey, the masks are all up on there. Oh, maybe there were masks I missed. Although some of the things are broken. Interesting. That's very curious. So all of these could potentially have masks on them? We got 2 there. 2 there, so that's 1 mask I missed. Could be 1 there, 1 there. I don't think on that one. So that's 3 masks. 4 masks I potentially missed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Huh, I wonder what they were. Also, I can't seem to do anything with that one. Glitched out a little bit. But I do like that that's actually an option. That the mask that you use, the Batman mask, essentially. So, I guess that's the point where you make the choice. All the masks you've collected appear on here as like representations of who you want to be. I did wonder what all these statues were for when I first came here. Huh. Well, can I pick this? Do I want the Ibex mask? Would I be happiest staying here with the Ibexi? Sure. How could I go anywhere else when all I want is here? The gliding is freedom and 1,000 little moments with 100 different people. But it is also lonely, and travel is only really good as the ones you travel with. I want to walk the path of the Ibex, and I want to do it with Jadi, with Driss, with Hilal and Sisu. And yes, even with Saima. It's easy to get used to a place and stop seeing the joy in it, or to imagine that you've somehow cast in a life so boring can't possibly be worth exploring further. But going into the world beyond made me better love the small one I have here. I will not just be Sable. I will be Ibexi. And I will be proud. I think that's what I want. I don the mask of the Ibexi. It fits perfectly. And there you have it. I feel like I should skip this. I can't. Why can you never skip cutscenes in games? It's so annoying. Okay. I'm just going to turn this down so I can actually focus on what the hell I'm going on about. Right. I'm going to be very loud just so I can talk over this song. Which, I cannot skip. Why is it some games just don't let you skip cutscenes? It's just like a recurring thing recently. I don't know. I hope I don't get done for this song. Hopefully I will. Well, maybe I will, but hopefully I won't. Anyway, there you have it. That was Sable. That was a really fun game. I legitimately enjoyed playing this. The sense of adventure and exploration was really good in it. Oh good, it's gone quiet now. That's nice. That's much better. Yeah, the sense of exploration was really good. The world was interesting because, as I say, it was laid out and there was all these mysteries to it, and the game gave you answers, but the answers just raised more questions, and those questions never got an answer. Like in any other kind of open world game, there would have been like dozens of quest lines where you follow the quest line where you leave the planet and you discover what the strange pyramid is. You discover the mystery of the perpetual, and all you really got was a little bit of context to why there are humans on this desert planet. And as I said, it was kind of a mixture of Trigun, Horizon Zero Dawn, and the Quarians from Mass Effect. It was kind of a combination of those three things, and I'm I kind of like that. I think that's cool. It was nice, but it is also, as I say, very much a thing of, well, it was a thing of, oh god, I completely lost my train of thought then because of this damn song going on. Yeah, but it was very much a thing of, the things you could learn about the world were kind of incidental. It's that wasn't the point of the game. The point of the game was to go into the world and lead your character to discover what they wanted to do. And that's it. It's the point isn't to uncover the mystery, the point is to just explore. And if during your exploration you happen to uncover these mysteries, fine. But you don't have to. You don't have to go through all those spaceships. You don't have to go to the watch, the observatory place. You don't have to do any of that. It's almost entirely optional. 90% of this game is optional. Kind of like Breath of the Wild, which this game obviously takes a lot of clues with, from the climbing mechanic, you get the gliding and all that stuff like that. So yeah, overall, I feel like some people might be disappointed with it because it is the kind of game where you don't get a lot of answers. Where the answers you do get might not be satisfying enough. You might expect more than what you get, but I don't think that was their point. The point is that sometimes it's about the journey, not the destination. And Sable is a game that's all about the journey. So, yes, I actually really enjoyed this game. As I say, it might not be everybody's cup of tea. It is the kind of game where you have to set your own goals. And sometimes I find that a little... It depends on how the game is structured when it comes to, make your own goals. Because it's a case of, sometimes in a game that can be really bad, and sometimes I can roll with it. I think the thing was, the game was very unstructured right from the off. I just went off exploring because I could. And then I found out that half the places I'd explored were actually important anyway. So that was fine. Because of the game's incredible lack of structure, I was able to shift gears to that. Because often you'll get a game that's really, really linear at the start for hours and hours and hours. And then it'll finally give you the open world. And shifting gears between those two things, I find that difficult sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. So, yeah, but overall, this is a really fun game. It's a nice little journey adventure thing. I think it's a very sort of unique take on the open world thing, because even open world games you know, like your Fallouts or Horizon Zero Dawn, they'll still have some big epic story questing to do. And this one didn't have that. This was just a nice, small little journey, adventure, coming of age kind of thing. And that is fine. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.